Baseball Tonight, presented by Mobile.
Are you kidding me? Baseball Tonight here to roll. Larry Boa, Carl Ravitch leading off. It appears almost imminent now that Barry Bonds, after playing in a simulated game Thursday, will be activated this weekend. Swings in the cage, running out base hits, and feeling pretty good.
I want to come back and be there for the team. Be very disappointing to come back for just one short moment of time, and then you have something that goes wrong. So everyone's just being a little bit cautious.
Little doctor consultation Friday before a similar workout, and again, imminent his return this weekend. And Royals and the White Sox, bottom five, men on the corners. There's your throw to first. Pablo Ozuna stealing home, and he's in there. Sox up 2-0. The only runs allowed by that Royals staff. Angel Baroa, my man's 10th of the year, 3-2, and the Royals go on and win it by a final score of 4-2. Welcome to the program. The big story, the National League wildcard race, and you tell me as we see some of these highlights of some of these teams may have, after these games, been eliminated. We'll start with the Mets and the Cardinals. Carpenter looking for his 13th straight win. Right on a foul tip's gone. Right, gone again. Carpenter rolling. Bottom six, Albert at the plate, and he is yodeling in the canyon there, people. 38th home run of the year. 1-0 Cardinals. Enough for Carpenter, you ask?
No question about it.
Facing right again. Last 16 starts, the team's won them all, and he's 13-0 with a 1.36 ERA. Pujols into the attic. Second home run of the game, Larry. 39th of the year. This one's over.
Well, it's him and Andrew Jones for MVP. It's going down to the wire.
Has Matsui at the plate in the 7th inning, and watch Skip Shoemaker in foul territory. Little lefty bench player making a Web Jam nominee, putting a smile on the face of his manager. 5-0. Carpenter picks up his major league leading 21st win. The magic number to clinch the division is only 10, and Carpenter may be the magic elixir to get them a series title.
I'll tell you what, Carpenter is electric right now. He's got an unbelievable fastball. He throws an unbelievable curveball. He goes deep into the ball game. There's nothing this guy doesn't do. He's a true ace, and in my opinion, he's a Cy Young winner. And here you're going to see against a real good hitter in David Wright, a good fastball in, 94 miles an hour. And now he comes back away. He looks at that pitch. David Wright's a good hitter now. Another foul ball away on a fastball, changing speeds. And now there's a fastball in 93 miles an hour. He just tied him up. Now against Cliff Floyd, an outstanding left-hand hitter. Fastball in for a strike. Now he's got the same pitch, a four-seamer away that he slaps to third. Ground ball to third, out of the inning. This guy uses both sides of the plate. He's got late movement. And what else does he have? Well, how about this curveball, 12-6 on David Wright again. There's not too many guys that can go up there and feel comfortable against Carpenter. He's got good late movement. When I say that, the ball explodes on top of home plate. Those two-seamer, four-seamer, cutter, changeup, and curveball, right now, he is unhittable.
He's the man. 7 innings, 3 earned runs or less in his last 16 starts. Pencil that in for automatic. So we'll find out if the Mets are done. We check the entire wild card race. Here are the Nationals, and their pulse weakening a wee bit. Beckett looked good. Marlon Byrd swinging. This is win number 13 being attempted by Beckett, who struck out 7. Helping his own cause when he cranks a dog out to left.
That's not a cheap one in Washington. He crushes this ball.
And the teammates in the... We're going silent treatment on him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
A lot of love there. Speaking of silent treatment, there's Frank Robinson, who's seen better days. Florida up 3-1. Now 7-2, Miguel Cabrera. Good. Second straight 30 home run season for that guy. How about Pujols and Cabrera for the future of the National League?
Oh, my God. This guy's unbelievable. The best young hitter in baseball, him and Pujols.
8-4. Here's your National League wild card race. The hunt for October. The Astros on top, a half game clear of the Marlins. Larry, was this the night that the Nationals and Mets checked out of the race?
The Nationals and the Mets are on respirators right now. And unless there's a miracle, I think they've had a great year, but now it's the other 3 teams that are going to be battling out for the wild card.
Big series, Florida and Philadelphia begins on Friday. Due up, we'll focus on the American League wild card. Speaking of big series there, how about those Indians getting involved with the Twinkies? That's coming up over the weekend. A little bit later on, we'll go deep, touching them all, the ones that left the building in big spots. That's all ahead as Larry and I continue on this edition of Baseball Tonight.
Baseball Tonight is presented by Mobile One. Next to Baseball Tonight, presented by Mobile.
Now look at that American League wildcard race. Good news for the Yankees. Ching-Ming Wong back after missing nearly 2 months. Jorge Cantu not rolling out the red carpet. 1-0 Rays. 100 RBIs for Cantu, the second Mexican player to go 100 RBIs. Vinny Castilla is the other. In the 6th, 3-zip. You think the Yankee fans watching this game said, when are we going to get Carl Crawford on our team?
And when are we going to quit playing the Devil Rays?
Right.
They're killing us right now.
Crawford went 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored. You're right. Devil Rays 10-5 against the Yankees into this one. Sierra trying to bring back those pinstripers. 4th on the year, the lead 6-4. In years past, the Yankees would ultimately take the lead and win. But this is 2005, and Denny Baez slams the door on the Jambino. 7th save of the season. Tonight, not acceptable. Here are the Tigers and the Indians in the bottom of the 5th. Tigers leading it 2-zip. Aaron Boone, Nate Robertson, let's not go there. 2-run shot to left, 14th of the year, and it's tied at 2.
Boone and Blake have had a tremendous second half of this ball club. They didn't do anything in the first half, and now they're crushing the ball.
You went crystal ball on us, because there's Casey Blake.
Another one.
20th of the year. Pride, they're up by a score of 3-2. They're hitting and they're getting some decent pitching, and now 2-out situation. Fishing is Inge, and he's not too happy about it. Indians have won 4 in a row and 12 of 14. Their last 15 runs, all via home runs. Angels, Red Sox goes to New York to take on the Yankees this weekend. Scott Shields, a game-winning home run to Ortiz on Tuesday. 8th inning, he gets Renteria, strikes out looking. There's the big poppy. Ooh, like sticking a pin into a windbag and watching it blow out. Bottom of the 9th, K-Rod, Kevin Millar. 2 down. 2 batters later. They couldn't do it in the 8th, and they cannot do it in the 9th.
Nasty breaking ball. Nasty.
Roberto Petty matched in that at-bat to K-Rod. Paul Bird, 7 innings, no runs on 4 hits. On for October in the AL, it's the Angels by 1 over the A's in the West. And the wild card race looks like this. Mentioned it, pretty big series.
That's going to be a great series in Cleveland, and it's going to be important. If Minnesota wants to hang in here, they got to win at least 2 out of 3.
Get it done now. All right, Larry, time to play a little 3-up, 3-down with the aspects of these contending teams that you like. Since we're always optimistic, we go with the ups.
Well, first of all, the first up is the Boston Red Sox starting pitcher. In their last 6 games, 4 of the starters have gone 8 innings. You know, you're talking about Wells, Clement, Schilling, Wakefield, and Royal. If those guys start going deep in the game like they've been doing, with that, Boston's going to be very difficult to catch. Wakefield's been a gem again. Every time they need a big outing from him, he comes up big. But the key here is not overusing that bullpen. Another one of my ups is the Indian starters. 4-0 in their last 4 games with a .6 ERA, and then you have Risky and Howery and Wickman coming in to close. That is a nasty, nasty pitching staff. Todd Jones is my other up. In his last 21 games, he has 21 saves. He's been a savior for the going to Philadelphia this weekend for a huge series against the Philadelphia Phillies. Now we're going to go to our 3 downs.
Because we have to.
We have to.
Yep.
We have to go the negative route here. The A's offense. 237 batting since Crosby's been out. Chavez isn't getting good pitches to hit. Bobby Kelty's hurt with an abdominal strain. This team has got to start swinging the bats. The other offense that's down is the Mets. Beltran's not doing what he's supposed to do. Mankiewicz is not doing what he's supposed to do. Natsui's having an off year. Obviously, Piazza and Cameron out. That offense is really, really struggling right now, and David Wright's trying to do everything. My last downer is Billy Wagner. For the second time in his career, he's lost back-to-back games, and that game last night against the Houston Astros might have been a backbreaker for the Philadelphia Phillies. They came from behind, they went ahead, and then in the 9th inning, of course, Biggio gets a huge 3-run home run. The Phillies getting swept in their own ballpark by the Houston. Unacceptable this time of year.
And you saw the Mets, you mentioned their offense. The schedule not really favorable for them either, right? Cardinals, Braves.
Terrible. And the Phillies, they have the Marlins, Atlanta, home and away.
Right.
It doesn't look real good for them either.
We appreciate the 3-up, 3-down. Happy Father's Day.
3-up, 3 down is brought to you by Budweiser. Bright, crisp, clean, pure. The king of beers.
Say that because, Larry, every day night's Father's Day here. All the guys making the great plays, the top 5 web gems, they're ahead of us on Baseball Tonight. But first, a quick sneak peek at what's coming up next as part of the Trifecta.
Baseball Tonight is presented by Mobile One Extended Performance, the oil that's changing oil.
Top of the show, we talked about Barry Bonds likely being activated this weekend. His Giants, it may be too little too late. They can't get a win. Cubs are up 3-1. Hairston Jr. going web gem nominee on us.
Nice play right there.
In the 7th, tied at 3-2 on 2 out. Nomar. He's hit pretty well since he's come back.
Trying to go for a salary drive right here because he wants to play in Chicago next year.
3 RBIs. He's got a dozen in his last 10 games. Cubs win 3 in a row. Giants have lost 3 in a row. And Zambrano, Carlos, 9-1 in his last 10 decisions. Rockies and the Padres, bottom 10, tied at 2. It's Robert Fick's world, and we're just trying to live in it. Miguel Olivo's going to score the winning run.
It seemed like the right fielder was really playing shallow right there with 2 outs. I can understand 1 out, no outs, but man.
Padres 3-2 in 10. They win for the 2nd time in their last 8 extra inning games on walk-off hits by Bobby Fick. It's his world. Let's touch them all. Beckett's first Major League home run comes in his 180th at bat.
He'll be talking about that all week.
Albert
Into center this year.
Albert.
Every night Albert's on. Albert and Andrew every night.
38 and 39.
His second home run tonight.
His second multi-home run game of the year. You think Tony Clark's had a great year?
Oh, unbelievable. Maybe comeback player of the year, him or Griffey.
Clark gives the Diamondbacks a lead in the 9th. 5th season with at least 25. Jason Bay going deep. Tied this game up at 7 in the bottom of the 9th. Matching his home run total from last year at 26. The Buccos win it in the 12th, 8-7. And Miguel Cabrera, we talk about Pujols and Cabrera, youngest player to record back-to-back 30 home run, 100 RBI seasons. Gems, shine them up. Number 5, Edgar Renteria, the Red Sox shortstop, and a ball hitting the hole. Starting to do this a little bit more lately.
Great arm strength. I tell you what, he's a good shortstop. I know he's got a lot of errors, but he can make all the plays.
All right, number 4, Jason the Giambino with a web gem.
When you get Jason doing that defensively, you know he's doing everything offensively. This guy made a great play right here.
He's doing that defensively and hitting balls out. You shouldn't lose games.
No.
Number 3 on the web gem list, trot, trot to Boston, trot, trot to Lynn. We all fall in.
He brings it every night. He plays hard no matter what the situation, no matter what the score.
Welcome to the web gem, Skip Shoemaker, a ball down the left field line on the Cardinals.
I tell you what, just put a Cardinal uniform on and you become an instant superstar.
Good things happen. And how friendly are the fans there? Not one of them went to catch the ball. Not one.
Very polite.
Jerry Hairston Jr., the number 1 web gem.
Right. Nice play, Jerry.
He gets the job done, so do the Cubs. And the more things change, the more things stay the same.
He got a couple tonight.
He played well, Giants didn't, but they're going to get Barry Bonds back, it looks like, over the course of this weekend. The question I'd ask you, is it a little too late?
I think it's too little too late, and I don't think you can expect Bonds to go out there and hit all kinds of home runs. I think he's going to be an impact in that lineup because guys are going to get better pitches to hit.
All right, they still do have 7 with the Padres. Hey, Larry and I are out of time. We'll see you again Friday at midnight Eastern, but the Trifecta continues right now with Outside.